I was talking to an old Army friend of mine yesterday, and I casually mentioned that next week I'm teaching a class on how seniors can avoid being scammed. He said, "Oh, Martin, man, I wish my mom had taken that class 2 months ago." So, of course, I asked, "Well, what's going on? Tell me the story." And here it is. His mom is a 76-year-old widow living by herself in Texas. About 2 months ago, she got a phone call and someone asked her, "Excuse me, ma'am, did you recently make some purchases in Florida using your debit card?" To which she replied, "Well, I have never even been to Florida. No, that was definitely not me." And the gentleman said, "Okay, ma'am, we suspect you've been the victim of fraud or a scam, but don't you worry, we're going to take care of all this. You are completely in the clear. It's not your fault. Let me transfer you to our fraud department," which he does. Now, how's she feeling right now? She's panicked. She's, what am I going to do? They've got my information. The young lady on the phone that she's transferred to was so friendly. She put her mind at ease, says, "Don't you worry, I know you did nothing wrong, and we'll take care of this. You are not liable in any way for these charges that have just recently occurred." And they went on and talked for 10 or 15 minutes. That they really hit it off. My friend told me that they even discovered they used the same makeup. And so they're kind of laughing and, oh, now how's she feeling, this widow? She feels so relieved that, okay, this is taken care of, and they're going to make things right. The young lady explained to her that a new debit card will arrive overnight tomorrow right on her front doorstep. So that's good news. And they're talking some more. She says, "Oh, by the way, ma'am, we'd love to get your help and your assistance in putting a stop to these scammers, to these criminals." And she goes, "Of course, absolutely. This is horrible." And the lady on the phone explained to her, "In order to do so, we need to pick up your original debit card and hand it to the police department as evidence in the case, so these people can go to jail." "Oh, of course, whatever I can do to help out, let me know." "Okay, well, thank you, ma'am, for your cooperation. We're going to send a courier to your house. They'll be there in about an hour wearing a yellow vest." "Okay, no problem." Now, I think you know where this is going, right? An hour later, someone pulls up in a van wearing a yellow vest and with a very official looking pouch like this, very carefully took the widow's debit card and put it into the pouch, sealed it up, and then gave her a receipt. So it all looked very legitimate. Right before this courier left, the courier said, "Oh, by the way, ma'am, just so we can verify this is your card and you are the owner, we need to know your PIN number." "Oh, of course." And she gave her the PIN number. Well, what happened? Those were the criminals. Those were the scammers. They now had her debit card and they had her PIN number. And that very day, over $5,000 in withdrawals and charges were made against her card. Now, luckily, my friend, the old Army friend, is a bulldog. He did some investigations very quickly. He found video footage. He found a rental agreement for the van they used. And he tracked all three people down, got their names. It turns out they're from Florida and they fly to Texas every once in a while for 2 or 3 days, and they do the scam over and over and over again, taking in tens of thousands of dollars. They've already been convicted of the same scheme and are currently on probation. So the good news here is, somewhat good news, is that the widow was not liable for the charges. She was made whole by her bank, okay? But the cost of the scam goes beyond just the money. How do you think this widow felt? She felt defeated. She felt kind of dumb, like she couldn't trust herself anymore. She lost trust in others. Okay, she is devastated. And this is the remarkable part of the story. Even though she knows that they scammed her, she told my old Army friend a couple of times, "But she was so nice on the phone. We hit it off so well. I could tell that she really cared about me. I can't believe she did this." Emotional manipulation is one of the key components of any scam out there. Sometimes it's love or feigned love. Sometimes it's fear or greed, but that's a hallmark of scams. As I prepare for this class I'm teaching next week, and I'm very excited about it because there's such a need. $3 billion was stolen from seniors last year. $3 billion. But the real cost is beyond the money. It's how it makes them feel. In part of preparing for this class and the story from my friend, I am more committed than ever to helping seniors get educated and avoid being scammed. And I think awareness is one of the key components. So I'm going to start in May a brand new video channel where I'll share one story per week of someone who's been scammed or they've been tried to be scammed, so we can know what the signs are and hopefully avoid them. Thank you very much for listening. I am Martin, the Happy Retirement Guy, helping you prepare for and make the most of your golden years.